Hey everybody, welcome back to Video Control Esoterica, and I got a really fun special Valentine's Day episode for you guys this week. Not only am I going to be reviewing Control for the Xbox One and talking about love, because it is Valentine's Day, but I also have a giveaway going on. Weirdly enough, when I bought this game on Amazon for the Xbox One, if you notice the button prompts on screen, I am playing the Xbox One version. They sent both an Xbox One and a PlayStation 4 copy in the same package. Now I didn't pay for both, but I got both, and my windfall is going to be one lucky viewer's windfall, because since it's Valentine's Day and I love my channel and I love my subscribers, I like to give away things when I can. So there's going to be a way to enter, and I'll tell you in just a moment, and one lucky subscriber who enters is going to get this game for free. I will pay for shipping and I will send it anywhere in the world. It's just kind of my way to have a little bit of fun. And in the fun aspect, I'm going to be talking about the concept of love as far as Control is concerned. And trust me, I really had to rack my brain how to make this a Valentine's Day giveaway, because it's really not a game that uses a lot of the concept of love. But before we get too far involved, if you could do me a huge favor, go down below, hit like, and subscribe, ring that notification bell, definitely helps us out. And if you feel so inclined, we got a Patreon link down there as well if you want to support the channel. But you'll see here, where we are, this building keeps shifting, and I love the way the story is told. Haha, love. They talk about a shark that was morphed into a conference room with 3,000 gallons of water, and the shark attacks people. This game has a very tongue-in-cheek way to play around with its story, but the basis is Jessie here is trying to find her brother, a familial relationship, obviously going towards love. And you're going to have to excuse me, I'm really going to push this concept as far as I can, but I do love the fact that they were able to fit a shark joke into the game. Now, to enter this contest, there's going to be two different pop-ups with two different sets of words. What you need to do is type those 4 words into the comment below, and you have to be a subscriber. You can be a new subscriber, you can be a subscriber from 3 years ago, doesn't matter to me. The reason I'm using these words is last time I did a giveaway, I had a lot of entries, and the average view time on that video was about 22 seconds. That means, unfortunately, a lot of people entered the contest and didn't actually watch the video and probably have never watched a video since. I want this game to go to somebody who's actually entertained by the channel. So look for those 2 pop-ups. I'll tell you when you see them. That way, if someone just writes entered, I'll know they didn't actually do the contest correctly. But if you've never actually played Control before, I can't recommend this game enough. And what I really love about it is it's a brand new franchise. There's so many things on Xbox One and PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X that are just sequels. And while I don't mind sequels so much, I kind of want something new now and then, and I really appreciate Control doing something entirely different with a brand new franchise. I love the entire mechanic of the game, and you'll see here that I'm just executing some innocent victims floating in the air, but the entire process of telekinesis and how you battle throughout this game is a really refreshing take on what usually is just your normal, third or first person shooting game. And you'll see here, as I'm running around, I'm grabbing pieces of the environment and using that telekinesis to actually attack my enemies. And it's just a really fun mechanic that gets quite complicated. But the game actually puts up a decent amount of challenge. You have to be quite careful as to how you're actually moving around the game and dealing with your battles and your enemies, because the name of the game is constant movement. The minute you stop moving is the minute you start dying. And you'll see coming up here, all of the architecture is so interesting. This building is constantly morphing and changing, and the art designers must have really loved the entire concept of what they were going with, because visually this game is more interesting than like 95% of anything that I played in the last generation. And it's just weird to call Xbox One and PlayStation 4 the last generation at this point. I feel like they should just be current gen, but I guess we've kind of passed by that. But you'll see in the previous scene I did take a death there, and there's a lot of active management and combat in this game. You need to manage your telekinesis bar to make sure that you don't run out, because you are a sitting duck with being able to use projectiles when that is occurring. You also have to deal with your guns and the ammo management as well. You're definitely underpowered in this game, even if you can keep up, because it is going to throw a lot of enemies at you at once. That is something I love about the game, is that it's both not too punishingly hard nor too easy. When you die, it's because you made a mistake, and the game definitely pushes you to learn the mechanics more and to really understand every single way you can interact with your environment to be able to attack your enemies. Because you'll see here I now have a gun out, and I'm able to have a charge shot that's really going to chew through what's in front of me. BlackRock? but you need to deal with the recharge on that gun. And if you end up in a situation where you're trying to wait for it to reload, like right here, and there's an enemy in front of you, you need to get out of the way and quickly, or else you are going to end up dead. And I just love the concept of this game. It is so much fun. The story is intriguing. All the visual elements are really well thought out. It feels like something that the developers and the art designers had a ton of fun making, because it just feels like a fresh and unique experience. And not that I'm, ragging on Call of Duty or anything like that, but it's just great to have something that feels new, feels fresh, and is just slightly different. And there is a light puzzle mechanic to the game as well. It's not too complex, but you'll see here we need to find these 3 generators and be able to plug them in. I do one by jumping off a cliff, but I do love that the game does slow down and let you take in the environment, take in the puzzles, and get an overall sense of the world that the game actually occurs in, because a lot of games move so fast that you don't actually have a chance to take a look at what's around you. Because visually, this game looks outstanding, especially on a 4K TV. Everything, the color palette, the different environments, the architecture, the way it plays with space, and the way that the building morphs, it just feels very special, and I love the game for that. And of course, Valentine's Day, we're getting love in one more time. But the real reason I use this for Valentine's Day, other than the fact, Prism Heart, that I have to actually be able to incorporate it in for a Valentine's Day giveaway, is that this game has a really good sense of storytelling when it comes to familiar relationships. Basically, Jessie here, our protagonist, is trying to find her brother. And you're going to find out in this scene here exactly what is going on in the story. And that's what I love so much. Without spoiling too much, you'll get a little bit of story. If you haven't played the game yet and you want no spoilers, you can turn the video off at this point in time, because you have seen the words, you know how to put them together to enter. But basically, the entire story is driven by her love for her brother. She's trying to reunite with him and trying to be able to bring her family back together. Now, there is a lot of other meta story underneath that. What this building really is, what Control is, how she became the new director of the Bureau, and you're going to be able to see a lot of that. And then there's also 2 expansion packs that also really build on the story and give you a little bit more. I would say the expansion packs aren't as good as the base game, but this is something I really hope we do get a sequel for, because I love this story, I love this world, and I want to spend more time in it, because it is quite rare that we get a brand new franchise that hits as well as this did. And I'm not sure if it sold particularly well. I mean, I saw when it came out, I bought it, I checked it out, I enjoyed it, but I don't really hear many people talk about this game much anymore, and that is quite unfortunate. So if you haven't picked this up yet, and you don't win the giveaway, you definitely should pick a copy of it up, because it is 100% worth checking out. Now that they have the new versions for the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5, you can play those as well if you want. But like I said, you have the words to be able to enter the contest. All you need to do is type those 4 words into a comment and you're automatically entered. I will pick one person at random and I will announce the winner 7 days from now, so you have an entire week to figure out if you're the winner, and I will post the winner on the comment section, the community section of my page, and then from there I'll just verify it is you that left the comment, and I will ship it to you anywhere in the world. And that's because I really love my subscribers. I love the channel. I love doing this. It's been a great time. The channel's been growing a lot over the last 3 months. We've added almost 1,000 new subscribers in the last week, and I really hope that continues, because I have a ton more ideas moving forward on what I want to do with the channel. I've got new hardware coming in that should probably already be here by the time this video goes up. I'm always looking for different arcade boards, different rare platforms, and different ways to talk about modern games, because I do play modern games as much, if not slightly more, as I do retro games. And I'm trying to balance out the modern and the old at the same time. But happy Valentine's Day. I may put this video up the day afterwards for Monday because I have an empty slot. But I really love you guys for subscribing. I love you guys for watching. Leave me a comment or question down below, especially if you want to enter the contest. But I will be back tomorrow probably with another brand new video. Short of that, Jessie's finally found where her brother is and she's going to go try to rescue him. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I hope you had a great Valentine's Day, whether you're alone or together. Bye-bye.